Boom, boom. This is Ken. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right. Got a little bit of Bleach Immortal Soul up today. So as I promised on the last video that I had, I was going to talk a little bit about the event after we're about the halfway mark. So we're roughly the halfway mark through the event right now. It's pretty much what was expected. Let me go ahead and clear that there. So we've got basically about where I expected that we would be at about this time. I've managed to get my hands on 9 of the actual souvenir coins. I hit the 5 once. If you look at the actual drop rate for these things here, let's see here. Reward preview. If you look at the actual drop rate here, I actually hit this once. Okay. So that's how I managed to get where I'm at right now. All the other times it's been just hitting the actual one coin, souvenir coin right here, the one that's at 10%. So I hit the 5. That was a 2%er. And then other than that, I really haven't hit anything hard. I've been getting some shards for the actual character. I'm nowhere near, of course, where I need to be to actually combine her. If you look at the actual shards, and we'll find her down here. You can see right there, I've only got 18. That's like super low from where I need to be. So you're not going to get the character from this actual event. It's not geared that way. It's not anywhere where it needs to be to actually get the character from within the actual event, unless you pay for actual draws. So just understand that. But that's what we pretty much thought it was going to be when they came up with the event. Other than that, it's been fairly decent. So probably what I'm just going to do is I'll most likely, if I do manage to get to 12, I'll just pick up, probably just end up picking a couple, 2-pack shards for her to get 20 shards. Would be the thing, because I don't think you're going to have really much of a chance to get anything else. I mean, you can get a few items here. I mean, if any of these, but all of these items are obtainable within the game other ways. So I would focus more on something that would be much more difficult to get that you can't get through the regular boost in the game. But we'll have to see. I mean, there's still 8 days left, so we're about halfway through. So hopefully, I might get lucky and get another 5 coin or something. Maybe end up hitting 20 or something, but we'll have to see. Otherwise, I'll probably just get some shards for Matsumoto. I really don't need any of the shards here. This might be good for some of the others. This is actually a choice pack, and it's pretty much got just about everybody in it. SSR, of course, not UR. So that might be something that some people could utilize if they're not going for either of these characters. Okay. The actual draws have been pretty good. They gave us it as a gift on the second day of the event. I guess they had some type of there was something incorrectly displayed or something along that line. So they gave us 10 free pools, some up to accumulated summons of 34. Okay, so 16 more times will enable you to get this right here. So that should be free, because 16 more times is going to be about 8 days. So that would actually, you definitely want to try to get these if you can, simply because of the fact that these allow you to preference your war souls. Okay, so that's something that I need to do. It's something I have neglected. I usually end up getting Omni shards, and I don't purchase these swords very often. Here's a chance to get 5 free ones if you just do 50 pulls, and 50 pulls should be right where you need to be roughly. You might come up a few short, but if you do come up a few short, just go ahead and use the summon here and just summon one time for some soul jade, and that should enable you to get to it. But I think we're going to be got 8 days left. Okay, so I think so, but we need 16 summons. You get 3 a day. Okay, so you should be, if you're doing it every day and doing your draws. So I already draw for today, so that means 7 days, 3 draws, 3 times 7, 21. So we should well be into this. So you should not have to purchase any, use any of your soul jade to get your hands on these. But yeah, those are nice. So that's something to look forward to, that you'll be able to get just by playing it, without having to do any extra summons. So would I summon on this? No, would not. The rates are too low. And I don't really think that you're going to have much of a chance of getting anything with the drop rate being as it is. It's just not something that you're going to be able to be back on. You might get lucky and you might not, but it's up to RNG. But 3,000 is just way too much for one pool, for a 10 pool. If it was more, down around like what normal pools are, gotcha pools are, then it wouldn't be so much of a deal to go ahead and grab a couple of the pools. But 3,000, no, that's way too steep in terms for a 10 pool. It's more than half. I mean, they've more than doubled the cost. That just not a good look. But so just keep on going. Just do your log on, clock in, hit your thing to get your 3 tickets. Go over to the tour challenge, do your 3 to get your 3 draws. Do your 3 draws and see what you get. But yeah, drop rates are pretty low, so I wouldn't. Yeah, pretty much exactly what we thought was going to happen is happening, and it's I don't think it's rigged or anything because we have been able to get our hands on. I have at least once gotten the low rate thing, so I think it's just a normal set. The character is not a bad character, a good support character. It's UR version, but yeah, it's too many shards. 70 shards is way up there. I would have preferred if it was even, it would be nice if it was 30, because that might be achievable. But 50, probably not. 70, no way. So this is definitely something that they're expecting you to dump a little bit of money on if you want to actually get get the actual heavy weight items that are in the event. So it's pretty much exactly what we thought. All right, so I just wanted to go ahead and drop a video. I said I'd drop a video on it roughly halfway through to think what I thought, and it pretty much met the expectations that I was expecting it to. It's a nice little event. Nice to get some free stuff. It'd be nice to get my hands on 20 shards for Matsumoto, since it's one of the characters that I do have. She's not something that I plan on building at this point. I don't plan on bringing her up simply because of the fact that I don't need her right now. But sometimes, maybe in the future, would be something to look at. As you see, it's going to take quite a few shards to get her to the 4-star. I mean, 3 more shards will get her to 3. But then we've still got the actual from the 3-star working her up. So we've got another 80 shards to actually get her up to 4-star. So you're looking at about 83 shards. And that's not something you're going to get anytime soon. So you're going to have to use Omni shards if you want to bring her up. But there are other characters that are more in tune with bringing up. If you want to bring up, if you've got Anniversary Ichigo, which you should have been able to get him, he would be an excellent choice to bring up simply because of his use inside of the squad boss. If you're looking to bring him up, there's another one inside the squad boss. Which makes it a little bit easier, is an SSR. Okay, so that makes this a little bit easier to bring him up cost-wise and promotion-wise. I could already bring him up to 4-star. Okay, unfortunately, he was a season pass character, so he's not an option to get shards within the actual SSR shard box. So that makes it a little bit more difficult to get shards for him, but you can of course use Omni shards if you want to bring him up over time. But he is an SSR, so does not cost as much as UR. To bring a UR up to 4-star, it's 80 shards. To bring an SSR up to 4 shards, it is, as you can see, only 50. So you will find much less shard cost for him. Due to the fact that he is an SSR, so he might be something that you would want to focus on, simply because the fact that he increases excellent support in terms of his skill set for crit rate, crit damage, which is what makes him so nice to use in Squad Boss. So he might be something that you might want to look at. I'm in the process of bringing him up. As you can see, I've got him up to 97 already, and I am slowly pumping him up. As soon as I finish up with Dangai here, I got Dangai up to his 5th, green 5, then I will have start focusing on bringing him up for Squad Boss, because I will have my main team set. I also bring up Base Ichigo, just as I do, but I'll probably focus a little bit more on getting him up so I can put him into Squad Boss. But as you can see, It's just, you know, a little bit slow working through it here. I got a few more to get on this. Yeah, I still got about 104 more of the regions to get him up to 5. Then once I do that, I'll have a video because I've already got all the weapons up to 4, which is as high as they can go without proceeding more into the elite stages, which is what we will be doing next. I should have an elite stage video probably within the next 4 or 5 days, and we'll go through the elite stages and jump into the next story of the chapter if we're able to get through it. I think we are, because I pretty much got everybody maxed in terms of what I can at this point. So we should be able to advance through into the next, complete enough of the elite stages to get enough of the stars so we can open up the next chapter and jump into there. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, so keep an eye on this. Also remember the battle exchange, that ends today. So today is the last day that you will be able to complete the events. Right here they are. As you can see, it ends today. So you'll be unable to get any coins. I got everything that I wanted out of it, thankfully. I managed to get 2 versions. I got 2 of the actual shard, 5-pack shards for a total of 10 shards for Zazzy's weapon. I only needed 9. So I got that. And then the rest of it, I went ahead and snatched up 5 Omni shards and 1 more Omni shard. And then used the last 2 I had to get 10 soul jades. So I have completely utilized everything up here. So the reminder, did take that last one there. 5 soul jades. So that's everything for me. I decided to not go ahead and get these simply because I'm going to be getting 5 of them in the event from the actual travel season event, so there's no use to purchase those inside of there. So I just went ahead and got the Omni shards, which made my Omni shards up to 62. So I am in easy position to bring up you know, Boy Byaku up to 4-star, and then I can start utilizing him in Squad Boss. Squad Boss is still hovering around 95. Anywhere between 85 to 95 is what I average. I actually did once get 98, but I think that was a fluke. But I want to break 100, and I don't think I'm going to be able to break 100 anytime soon with the team that I've got, simply because they're pretty much maxed. I mean, I'll be able to bring them up to more, you know, max out their greens after I complete the next story stage. But I think it would be just a lot quicker to focus on getting something with a little bit more to increase their damage from a peripheral standpoint, which is why I think increasing that crit rate and crit damage will do that. If it's any indication on some of the other teams I've seen, it seems to work. So we're going to bring both him and Ichigo up. It's really a debate right now. Okay, you get a straight attack buff as well as the rage recovery from Ichigo, and he's a UR character, which means he's going to be more survivable. I can also bring him up. I'll be able to bring him up. I only need 68 shards, so I'm really close to be able to bring him up either. I mean, so it's an either or situation. As you can see, I'll be able to bring him up short. So I don't know. We'll have to make a decision, but I'm leaning more towards Boy Byaku simply because of the fact that he would be easier to bring up. He's an SSR, so not much of a shard cost for him. Unfortunately, being an SSR means the stats aren't what they used to be, so survivability would definitely be an issue. But it's well, we'd have more of a survivability chance, and I get a straight attack buff with Ichigo. So it's something it's debatable. I'll make the decision when the time comes. I'll let everybody know. But those are the 2 that are going to be that we're going to be focusing on next. One of those 2. Once we've got the main characters out of the way and we start progressing. So I just want to let everybody know, travel season. I wouldn't do any draws on it, to be truthful. It's just not the rate just isn't where I want it to be, and the actual the requirement to actually get the character and to get most of those actual good items inside of the shop. The rates to get that you'd have to hit them multiple times, and they're way too low for that to happen. But it's a nice little event. Play it, do the free draws, get some free stuff. It's a chance to get some items that you don't normally that are not able to get normally due to the fact that they're specialty stuff. So not something I would draw on, but definitely something you should participate in from a free to play standpoint. Just simply because you get a bunch of stuff. All right, and you might get lucky and hits hit a bunch of stuff and get enough to do it, but the rate's exceedingly low, so that's only going to happen to very few people. But it is what it is. But it's a good little event that you can play to get some free stuff. Very easy. The tour challenge is super easy. It's just like standard. Just get it, do your challenges. You shouldn't have any trouble completing the challenges to get the draws. I haven't lost any of them actually, but I have a fairly powerful team, so it's not that difficult. But yeah, it is what it is. But go ahead and play it from a free-to-play standpoint. But I would not spend any money on the summons simply because of the fact that it's just way too expensive. 3,000 just for 10? No, that's more than double what a standard 10 pool is. So yeah, not a good look on that case. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see the bell. If you click on the bell, you get notified each time I drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as it does help the channel immensely. So this is Kenrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.